All right. Good luck, everybody. We'll start with this bonus mosaic ornament box. And then we'll go through the blasters, hit the H2, and then the Phoenix. All right. Who do we got? Why, Kerr Saxon. How did we know? Jalen Hurts. You're going to have the best decorated tree in the world. Incredible. Empty box. All right, good luck, everybody. We got Lattimore, Bernie, Garrett Wilson, Harmon for Pittsburgh, Lovett for the Lions. How about that? First one of those I've seen. Saquon for Kerr Saxon, Matthew Golden for Green Bay, CD, Hayward, and Shockey. Is your tree already full, Kerr Saxon? All right. Let's do this thing here. Give me a second here. Figure this out. That goes there. All right. There we go. Come on, Micro Mosaic. Empty box. And abundance. I would never have guessed that, Kerr Saxon. Brock, Sammy Laporta, Higgins for on the Elevate going to Houston. Nico, Chase Brown, Jalen Warren. Roddy White, Ashton. We got Kurt Warner on the Touchdown Masters. TJ Watt on the orange, Epic Performers. Gabe and Apuka. Jimmy. All right, I got it. You got that ornament, Jimmy. Jalen Hurts is going to decorate all the trees. All right. AJ, Savion Williams for Green Bay. We got Hampton for the Chargers. Amon-Ra on the Epic Performers. Cook and a Quinnen Williams. Kerr Saxon is good people. I got all the best people. Kareem Hunt, Barron for Denver. We got Peyton Manning on the Mosaic Hall of Fame. Marshall Faulk on the Epic Performers. Kurt Warner and a Xavier Worthy. Isaiah Davis. We got Isaiah Likely for Baltimore. Jalen Hurts on the Notoriety. Kid Reporta. McVay, Bond, Ricky Pearsall. Jonathan Stewart. Tesla for Detroit. Bernie Kosar for Cleveland. Caleb Johnson for Pittsburgh. Watson and a Josh Jacobs. All right, we will rotate between Mosaic and Optic. Empty box. We got Robinson, McBride, Deshaun Watson on the silver, and a JJ. Tony Pollard, Goff, Malik Neighbors on the shock. We approve. And Tyrone Tracy. We approve. Cade Otton, Kincaid, Johnny Manziel for Cleveland, and a Byron Murphy going to Seattle. JSN, Diggs. We got Singletary for the Giants on the silver, and a Nealon. Tucson. Fred Warner, Keenan Allen, and Walker for Baltimore on the shock with an Edgar and Cooper. Brock, Cortland, Roman Wilson on the shock for Pittsburgh, and a Flournoy for the boys. Empty box. Devontae Milroe for Seattle. Mooney for the Falcons on the Mosaic. CeeDee Lamb notoriety. Estime and Jamal Anderson. Ray, we got Chris Jones for KC on the bang. RJ Harvey for Denver. Davis, McBride, and Njoku. Willis McGahee, Jamar. We got Pat Bryant for Denver. Ty Felton on the Elevate for the Vikings. Tyrone Tracy and Amin Joe Green. Dorsett, Lambert Smith for the Chargers. Bo Nix on the Touchdown Masters. Devontae Adams on the Orange Elevate. We approve. Cade Otton and a Kelsey. That just looks really, really good. I love the orange. We got Dak. Mumpfield for the Rams. Tank Bigsby. Stewart for the Bengals on the Mosaic. Kid Reporter, Terrell Owens, and a Tony Pollard. Kyle Duggar, Will Howard. AR, Justin Jefferson on the Touchdown Masters. Thielen and Tyrone Tracy. All right, come on, Optic. We're patient, but we're ready. We are ready. Empty box. We got Carter, Tyson Bagent, Mostert for Miami on the silver, and a Brendan Rice for the Chargers. We got Hurts, Etienne, Mason Smith for the Jags on the purple, and a Malachi Corley for the Jets. Garrett Wilson, Cooper, Best Tutties for Saxon, Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, and a Devin Leary for Baltimore. Slayton. Ooh, I think that's an auto. We got an auto. We'll take an auto. Jermaine Burton for the Bengals. Good luck, guys. Drake May on the silver. We approve. That's very nice. Very nice. And what do we got? DHN. Damar Hamlin? How about that? How about that, B-Wax? Damar Hamlin on the auto. That's pretty sick. Yeah, that's awesome. How about that? You can't keep him down, B-Wax. Yeah, pretty good pack there. We like it. Drake on the silver. Very nice. We got Miller, McBride, our old boy Tip for Arizona on the shock, and a Bo Nix checking in. Peppers, Goff, Jeremiah Trotter on the shot going to Kerr Saxon, and a Latu for Indy. All right, Mosaic, now is the time. Now is the time. Empty box. Marvin Harrison. Thornton for the Raiders. Debo for Washington. Ashton for the Raiders. Mike Evans and a Josh Allen. We got Bryce Young, Mertz for Houston. We got Gibbs on the Touchdown Masters. Golden Tate, Tyler Shook, and BTJ. Debo, Amon-Ra. We got Max Crosby for the Raiders. Jaden Higgins on the Elevate, going to the Texans. Hunter Henry and a Bijan. Cooper Kupp. DJ Giddens going to Indy. Terrell Davis for Denver on the Epic Performers. Kurt Warner on the Touchdown Masters. Going to the Rams. Tyler Nubin and a Kendre Miller. Kenny Clark, Quinn Ewers for the Dolphins, Tyreek for the Dolphins, Shadur on the notoriety for the Browns, Kid Reporter, Breece Hall, and a Myles Garrett. We got Franklin, Gradishar for Denver, old school. Nick Benito for Denver on the Bang. Cam Ward for the Titans. Andrews and a JJ. All right, we got one more shot with Optic. We got an auto, but we want more than that. We want more than that. Empty box. Brissett, Kincaid. We got Micah on the silver going to the Cowboys. And Darius Robinson for Arizona. We got Aaron Jones, Diggs, Blake Corum on the shock. We approve. We like that Rams. And a Quinyon Mitchell for Chris Saxon. Yeah. Tyreek, Keenan Allen, Amon-Ra on the captain in charge. There's no such thing as a bad Amon-Ra. And McMillan. We got Kobe Turner, Cortland Sutton, Cooper Kupp for the Rams on the silver, and a Tyler Nubin for the Giants. We got Stafford. Here we got Joe Alt for the Chargers. Little Lad McConkey action on the shock. We approve of that. Yes, we do. And what else we got here? JDS, Jaden Daniels, first year fresh. Going to Washington, which I believe is Mr. Primo, who I'm sure is streaming right now. He'll be happy to see that. Yeah. So fresh. All right, last pack. Can you give us a surprise? We got Johnston, Roquan, Dallas Turner for the Vikings on the shock, and a Braylon Trice for the Falcons. No downtown. We got an auto, but no downtown. But we got one more shot. Come on, H2. Empty box. Good luck, everybody. We got Brian Branch for the Lions, Lucas Van Ness on the Red Mojo going to Green Bay, Bryce Young on the rookie recruits, and a Sauce Gardner. We got Jair Brown for the 49ers. Pacheco. Saquon Barkley on the Light It Up for the Giants. And a Jordan Battle. We got Josh Downs for Indy. And DeAndre Swift going to Kerr Saxon. That's out of 35, Kerr Saxon. 32 out of 35. We hit the Sunday Kings DeAndre Swift yesterday. Now we got this one. Going to Kerr Saxon. We take those. Mike Williams and Deonte Banks for the Giants as well. Very nice. Emmett. BTR on the silver. Looks good. Tajay for the Titans on the Mojo, and a Jack Campbell for the Lions. We got Charbonnet for Seattle. Gronkowski on the silver going to New England. Brandon Aubrey on the Mojo for Dallas, and a Derek Carr. Brandon Aubrey always finds a way. We got Tank Bigsby for the Jags. Dallas Clark. We got Best Tutties, Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown. You're getting the whole set. And an AR for Indy. We got Brian Breesy for the Saints. Darrelle Revis on the Retro Series going to New England. We got Landry and a Paris Johnson for Arizona. Kerr Saxon, thank you for not saying it. Hampton. Nolan Smith, that's going to Kerr Saxon as well on the Mojo. We got Mahomes on the Chain Reaction for KC and a Henley for the Chargers. All right, time for the Phoenix. Good luck, everybody. There. Empty box. All right, let's go Color Blast. We got a Tootin, and we got an auto right away. Hall. Sirianni, Michael Penix, and good luck, guys. For Kansas City, Jalen Royals starting us off on the auto. Going to Mr. Stuff, I believe it is. Poor guy. There you go, Stuff. You're on the board. And there he is again. Jordan James for the 49ers. Shadur on the Thunderbirds. That one is 134 out of 249. Going to Cleveland, which is Dr. Mutilated. Everett and a Diggs. Mahomes next. You got a checklist, right? Check them off as we go. Cam Miller for the Raiders. Bryce Young. Jackson Dart on the contours. They just look so good. We approve. We approve. Russell Wilson and Knicks. I think the first box we got like 4 contours, and I think 2 of them were numbered. But yeah, they look good. That one we'll let to marinate. We got Hunter for the Rams. Campbell going to Kerr Saxon. Egbuka on the Thunderbirds. Not numbered. Marvin Harrison Jr. and a DK Metcalf. Oh, Jimmy's got his checklist. I would love to see Brock Purdy auto. I frequently try 2022 product. Ooh, that's marinating too. In the hopes. It's been a good while since we've seen a Brock Purdy auto. Watkins going to the 49ers. Keon Coleman, Tua, Kamara, and a Trey McBride. Will Howard for Pittsburgh. We got, a nice Cam Ward. We approve, Titans. On the Paragon, Luther Burden going to the Bears. That looks good, too. I like that insert. That's the first one of those I've seen. JJ and a Roquan Smith. I like the Paragon. We got Kenneth Grant going to the Dolphins. Tyree Wilson, Michael Pittman, Chris Chambers, Joe Theismann. TJ Sanders going to Buffalo. Bo Nix for Denver. Fields, Dak, and Olave. Barron for Denver. What do we have here? Jalen Johnson for the Bears. That is 18 out of 25. Bears strike again on the Jalen Johnson. Travis Hunter on the contours. Looks good. That is 88 out of 299 for the Jags. A Reek and a Josh. Horseman and Sin City on those. Very nice. Ollie Gordon for Miami. Savion. We like that. Loveland for the Bears. No lack of Bears. T. Higgins, Willis McGahee. All right, we got a mem and an auto to go. Good luck, everybody. Well, we'll do this one first. They seem to be about the same size. Good luck, everybody. Jadon Blue for Dallas. Tyler Nubin. Brock Bowers. We got Trey Harris for the Chargers. That one is 42 out of 50. We approve. And JTT Tiamaloa. Franchise Future, 145 out of 249. Going to Indy. I love their designs on these cards. Indy today, that's going to Sin City. And the Chargers going to Jimmy. All right. Good luck, everybody. Our last auto. I'll do a recap after this and see where everybody stands. Matthew Golden. We had Jalen Johnson, Kyle Shanahan, Lad McConkey, THS, 119 out of 149. Trey Harris, Chargers strike again. Jimmy, rookie phenom RPA. Chargers. Not bad. Longhorns, I will add in for you. Once I get everything sorted, I always add in to help people out. There you go, Jimmy. We'll do a quick recap here. Give me just a second here, guys. All right. We had Trey Harris on the rookie phenom RPA. That was out of 149. Trey Harris out of 50. JT for Indy was out of 249. Savion Loveland on the Thunderbirds. Travis Hunter for the Jags was out of 299. Jalen Johnson for the Bears was out of 25. Burden on the Paragon. Cam Ward for Tennessee. Egbuka for Tampa Bay. Jackson Dart on the Contours. Sanders on the Thunderbirds. That one was numbered out of 249. Tajay on the Mojo. DeAndre Swift for Kersaxon out of 35. Bryce Young rookie recruits. Lucas Van Ness Mojo. Sanders notoriety. Devontae on the Orange Elevate. Malik on the Shock. Hampton on the Green Mosaic. Lovett for Detroit. DeMar Hamlin on the Hashmarks Auto. Drake May on the Silver. Jalen Royals on the Auto for KC. Lab McConkey on the Shock. Jaden on the first year Fresh Patch. And a Blake Corum